Okay, so let's talk about some edibles, okay? I just picked this, and then my cat came over here and I started the video over. There's some right there. And I want to talk about spring edibles that are just going to be growing in your yard, okay? So anybody has access to this stuff. This is called bittercress. Oops. Like common bittercress. And everything above ground is edible. However, the leaves are better, I guess. Like these can get the shoots, and as they go to seed, it's not necessarily what you want to eat. It'll be just tougher, I guess. But the leaves, anything above ground, so if it's young enough, it doesn't really matter. And it has a peppery taste, so that makes it really good in salsas and like pestos. And you can also just eat it raw, like in salads and stuff. It's extremely high in antioxidants and vitamin C. It's also part of the mustard family. And it's like, it's just an immune boosting plant. So yeah, completely edible, really high in vitamins and antioxidants and all the good things that you need, and is growing right now. Okay, there's that one. Now, this is a dead nettle. It's a type of dead nettle called henbit. This is all it. It's all in my yard. It's everywhere. Matter of fact, generally speaking, you're going to see this in all the different farmers' fields a lot. If you see little purple flowers, because they plant this because it's a nitrogen fixer. So they do plant it like as an in-between crop kind of thing. Hi, Mama. Hi. So this is called henbit dead nettle. You want it? You don't want it? Cat, jeez. Everybody's everything's. All right, okay. Can I sit? Let me sit. Okay. Where I just lost my plant. All right. Dead nettle. It's very high in vitamin C. Now, let me just show you the leaves of this. I feel like I got an ant on me. I guess not. I just saw a little ant hill, so I was like, Okay. High. Yeah, dogs don't make it easy. It's high in vitamin C, and it's really high in fiber. And you cook it like you would any green, and you can put it in salads. It's also, the medicinal properties is that it is really good for seasonal allergies and anti-inflammatory and kidney diseases, and urinary tract issues like kidney stones and urinary issues, your whole urinary system. Henbit dead nettle. It's in the mint family, so it has a square stem. Okay, now let's go find more. Hold on. I didn't have to go too far. I really could pull. I didn't really get them up. I pulled some onions earlier, not to eat them, but out of a flower garden. Oh well. Spring onions. Everybody knows the spring onion. I don't really have to talk about these. Like, they're edible, okay? And they're very good for you. They're high in sulfur and all the good things and all the vitamins and antioxidants and all the things that onions are good for. All right, let's go find another one. Okay. Wild violets. Totally edible. And wild violets are used, you can just eat them raw, but they're really good for you because they are full of salicylic acid, so it's good for a pain reliever. Salicylic acid is what aspirins are made out of. So, yeah, they're really, really good for you. They're also super high in vitamin A, like really, really high in vitamin A. And you can eat it raw. You just eat it raw or make a tea out of it. Now, all of these things can be tinctured as well, but honestly, like I tincture this, I also make a syrup out of it because it's also good for you as a syrup. It also just has, you know, a really cool color and taste. So there's that. But anyway, eating them raw or making a tea out of fresh plants is the best use because you're getting all the vitamins, because you lose vitamins. You lose vitamin C and all that quickly. You can't dry it and retain it, is what I guess I'm getting at. I've got at least one more to show you. There's a wild pansy, I'm sorry. So wild pansies, they're totally edible. And I know it looks very similar to the violet, but that's a wild pansy. They're a lot smaller than the wild violets. They're really small. And I'm going to show you another plant that's even smaller than that, but similar looking, except it has 4 petals. But yeah, wild violet. I'm sorry, I keep confusing myself. This is the pansy. This is a wild pansy. You know pansies are edible. Like most people know that. It's not the violet, although it looks very similar. All right, let's find another one. Okay, this plant right here is called speedwell. So you can see it's very hairy. It's very hairy. It only has 4 petals, and the flowers are tiny. This is speedwell, so anything above ground you can eat. So it will get bigger than this. Usually the patches are a little bigger than this. It's just, you know, early in the season so far, but you can see how hairy they are and how little the flowers are. So completely edible. Raw, if you want to eat it raw. You can make it, you can make teas, you can make soups, you can add it to salads. It's really, really, really high in antioxidants, like many antioxidants, vitamin C. That's the only nutrition things I can think of off the top of my head. And then you've got, watch out, Mommy. You know, it's good for other things like digestive issues. It's good for respiratory issues. It's good as an eye or a throat rinse. Mommy, I know. It's also good for rheumatoid arthritis. And also, it's good for any type of skin issues you have. So ulcers, any skin issues you have. I know, Mommy. Oh, you're about to push me over. So yeah, it's really good as a topical for your skin. So if you've got wounds, that's a good one. Speedwell. Watch out, Mommy. And what I would like to do is find a way to extract this plant and make a lotion out of it. It has lots and lots and lots of anti-aging, anti-wrinkle properties. So it's not just good for your skin, it's like extra good. So yeah, I want to figure out a way to I don't make lotions, but I want to figure out a way to use this one. All right, I do have one more plant, I think, to show you. Okay, so this is another dead nettle. And this one's called purple dead nettle. because the leaves tend to have that purple hue to the top leaves, like a silvery purple. And this is in the mint family too. All right, Mama. It's in the mint family also. And it's another dead nettle. And the reason they're called dead nettles is because they don't have, it's not a stinging nettle. It's non-stinging, aka dead nettle. So there you go. High in vitamin C and iron and fiber. It's really good for seasonal allergies and cooking with it, mostly cooking with it, like pot greens. Like if you were just sauteing them, they're better cooked. You can eat them raw, but they seem to be better used cooked. So, but really, really good for you, especially with seasonal allergies. So here's the two dead nettles together, the henbit dead nettle and the purple dead nettle. And they tend to grow together. Well, not only that, but like right over here is the speedwell and the pansies, and it's all together. The onions is all growing together. And it's everywhere this time of the year. So go get you some wild edibles in your yard. There's enough to go around. You can share with the animals. You can eat what they eat because it's good for you. Have a great weekend.